I often use myself as an example to the youth of these days about the will of God. When we were at the verge of choosing the will of God for our lives, we should be careful. We should be ready to submit our will under God's will. It is important to submit to God totally. There is no room for mine, as in M-I-N-E. There is no room for mine and the will of God. It's either you follow the will of God totally or you don't. So please, I'm urging us this evening, let us be willing to submit to the will of God. Some people say they find it difficult to actually know who the will of God for them is. And I'll be like, what has your relationship with the Father been? Because if you have a good relationship with your Father,
there should not be a difficulty in communicating with Him and in communicating with you.
So if you have been receiving instructions about your academic, if you have been receiving instructions about your career, if you have gone for a job and God has led you, if God has ever led you in any way before, if you have ever heard it or through any means He has ever led you before, it is true the same as He will tell you who your husband or your wife is. There is no magic to this. But you don't have a relationship with the Father and you just want to quickly pray, God. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to build the relationship. So please, I'm urging us this evening, let us build this relationship so that when we get to that point, we will not miss it.
There
is no two ways to it. It is totally for you to go and enjoy it, not to endure. Some people are enduring their marriage, but they will come out there and fake it. They will be smiling, but they are not happy. There's a Yoruba adage that says, they are holding something in, but they are not happy. And please, I want us to deviate from having this image in our hearts, or kind of, oh my God, he must be tall, dark, handsome, he must be rich. There is this saying, they use it, TDH, tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. I know I was in that shoe. If you keep sending out TDH, it must be rich, it must be this. I pray we will not miss God, because I was in that shoe. I was looking at a brother for so long, not knowing that the brother was not even looking my way. Hey, oh my God, it was a painful experience. So I would not want any of us to step into the shoes. So I am begging us. But I want to believe that none of us here want that for him or herself. So please, if you don't want that for yourself, totally submit your will to God. And one last thing this evening before I leave is, please, let us define every relationship. Define every relationship, especially with the opposite sex. Do not assume that a brother is in love with you or a brother is in relationship with you when he has not asked you. Please, do not fall victim. I fell a victim. I fell a victim. And it took God to actually help me. And it's always good to always learn from other people's experience and not with your own experience. So please, I am using my own self as an example this evening. For a very long time, I was thinking this brother and I, because it actually fits into my own plan, tall, dark, and handsome, rich, but then it wasn't God's will. So please, I am urging you, define every relationship, and when your will is conflicting with God's will for your life, please bow to God's will. It will always be the best will for your life. Do we understand me?